Oh, hello everybody, I am Saga and today we are discussing Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. Okay, so this book, I loved it personally. It was one of the best books I've read in a while. If you don't know what it's about time traveling, and our main character is called Edda, and it's short for Henrietta, and she is a professional musician. She plays the violin, and she suddenly gets thrown into this world of time traveling. I'm not really good at talking about books without spoiling them, so I'm sorry if this is very vague, but you don't have to know like anything going into this. I only know like it was about time travel, and that's about it. It's better the less you know. It's always better the less you know. We get to know these different characters, which I love, and also a lot of them I love to hate. It's just the story is so great. Like, I think Alexandra Bracken has upgraded her writing style since she wrote The Darkest Minds. If you have read these books, you will like these two, I think. I mean, this is in third person and The Darkest Minds is in first person, so I prefer this writing style. I think it suits better to this particular story, so I'm happy about that. And it's very pretty too. I mean, look at this. I have the second one right here, just waiting. I'm gonna pick it up after this video, probably. Look how good it looks together. Yes. And the neck, it's blue, and it got a tree right here, and it's relevant to the story. So if you read it, you'll know why there's a tree on the naked cover. I'm gonna jump right into spoilers right now. So if you haven't read it, you should go and read it, and then you can come back. You just need to leave if you haven't read it. So okay, spoilers ahead now. Okay, you know, oh my god, there is so much stuff that has happened in this book. This is a very fun thing to theorize about, because there's so many possibilities, and it's like fun to think through it all. That's what I have spent my evenings doing. You know, Etta is at this concert thing in the museum or something, right, in the beginning. You know, she's on the stage and she hears some weird sound or something, and then this Sophia girl drags her into some portal that takes her back to 1776. Is it right? I have learned some history through this. I know. Now I will always remember that America became independent in 1776, because history, yeah. It teaches you a little bit of history, but in a fun way, not in a boring way. It's just fun, you know? So when she like gets her senses back again, she's on this boat, and this is probably the funniest scene in the whole book, I think. It was a laugh out loud moment for me, just imagining the scene. I mean, it's such like a movie scene. I can imagine it as a movie, like when, you know, first Nicholas and the crew has like taken over the boat, and then Etta stumbles up from under deck, and like her dress is like torn and it has blood all over it, and she stumbles up and doesn't know what's going on, and then she like grab a spear or something. Stay away! Stay away! Don't touch me! And I don't know, then she gets like thrown overboard or something, and Nicholas has to save her. Quite funny, then she wakes up and she's like, hi! Hi! You know, there's this one moment on the ship where some guy is like, yeah, hello, I'm your most obedient servant. No, my mind is immediately, I was like, I have a honor to be your obedient servant. Hamilton. And you know, then we meet the mafia boss, Cyrus Ironwood. He's such an unlikable character. Alex really made it easy for us to hate him. I mean, the only good thing I guess about it is that he really loved his wife and he wants to save her, but no, maybe what's dead should stay dead. Quoting Supernatural. He like makes Edda go on this quest of retrieving the astrolabe that Rose has stolen. Let me just talk about Rose for a second. Like, she definitely gets the award for the worst mom of the year. I don't know what's wrong with her. Like, she's using her daughter as a pawn in this big greater plan of hers, of like saving the future or something. I just can't get over the fact that she manipulates her daughter and like destroys basically her whole life, and in the end we like see that she has gotten free, and she like got free the first day they captured her. So that means that she let her get captured by Cyrus and the Iron Woods so that she could just escape, and she let them take this picture of her so that they could show it to Edda. So, and she thinks that her mom will literally die if she doesn't go on this quest to retrieve this time machine astrolabe thing. Like, she's the worst. I really don't like her. Yeah. So Cyrus wants this astrolabe. I'm just gonna call it astrolabe, okay? If I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. You know what I mean. The time travel aspect of this story is very complex. It's very different from like anything I've ever heard of, because you can't just like time travel from where you are, but there is already like set like portals out there already. You can create them. They're just out there, and you don't know where they are unless you like play the G note, so that they like vibrate or make a sound or something, so that you can find them, and you don't know where this portal is leading or to when. So you know, this way we can like go around the world, because you don't just travel to the same place but in a different time, but you can like travel to around the world to like a different time and stuff. You know, that's quite an adventure. I liked that aspect. And also, like, you can't just travel back. Let's say it's August the 12th, then you can't go back to like January the 9th, but you have to like wait in the calendar year until it's January, and then you can go back, because you can go back to like 1776, but if it's November, you're going to come to 1776 in November, and if you want to come there in like March, you have to wait until it's March in the calendar, and then you can go there. Now that's quite interesting as well. You also can go to a year where you already exist, because the portal will like reject you. I don't know if you will die, but you can't go there anyways. So, you know, I started thinking about this, trying to find a loophole, as you do. That's what I spend my nights doing. So my question is this: if, let's say I go 2 weeks into the future, and then I wait there a year until that year comes again, because then I will already like exist there, but I'm coming there without traveling there. Do you understand? I don't know if I'm clear enough. I think I'm gonna put it simpler. Let's say I'm going 1 week into the future. I wait until a whole year has passed, because I haven't existed that year yet. But if I wait until a year has gone, like, then suddenly my past self is gonna come into the day I am, like, and then 2 versions of me is gonna exist that day, right? Am I thinking right, or am I missing something? I don't know. Well, anyway, so Cyrus sends Edda on this quest because he wants the astrolabe, and according to him, it can like read passages and, you know, see what year they goes to and what place and stuff. I mean, that's great, but and when he said that, I started thinking, like, is it really worth like risking every one of your family members to retrieve this thing? You know, that it's not. But we later find out that it can actually create passages. Suddenly the game has changed. We can create passages, so I guess Rose created the passage to 2015, because like nobody else knew that it existed. And, you know, then she goes to hide it, and I'm gonna say in the ending I was very, very, very confused. I don't know, I had a little like problem imagining it all happening, but I don't know, I just like read so fast because I just wanted to know what's happened, and maybe I had to reread that part. But no, so they are at this like temple in the desert, so they found this huge like grave thing, and so Rose has put their family sigil on this grave thing. I mean, that's way too easy. Like, she could have, like, I thought the first one they found was fake or something, and she had like hid the real one like under a fake floor or something. I don't know, it's just way too obvious. Rose, maybe you could have tried a little harder, I don't know. Okay, then so Nicholas comes and he tries to shoot the guy who's holding Edda, but he shoots through him or he misses him, or like some way it hits Edda in the shoulder, and she just ignores it as you do. She like feels a pain in the shoulder. I don't know, that's nothing to worry about. Thorns are there and Sophia, and you know, Sophia, like, oh, I can't stand her. I can't stand her. Like in the beginning, you know, she was annoyingly obedient. Then she was too unobedient in the ending. I mean, I thought, in the beginning at least, I thought she was going to be redeemed because she felt like that kind of character who maybe would have sided with Edda later. And you know, now they like found her in that tent in the desert, the last thing they did at Nicholas, I'm talking about. I guess she's going to be redeemed. I mean, maybe she will side with Edda like in the second book, but honestly, I don't know. I don't know right now. She's just so annoying. Like Edda was literally the only other female who tried to help her, support her, and she just pushed her away. Why? Oh, I can't stand her. I cannot stand her. Like in the beginning, she's like, I'm gonna make Cyrus so proud, and I'm gonna be here, and he's gonna love me. Of course he doesn't respect her in any way, because he's just unlikable. And in the ending, she's like the exactly opposite of that. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna take Cyrus down and he's gonna show up. Why would I be? He's here and I can rule over their families myself. I will take him down. I don't know if I want you to do that. Anyways, now the Thorns has the astrolabe, and I mean, they want to like create the original timeline because the Thorns has like gathered into a group of people who want revenge on the Ironwoods because their like time has been destroyed because of them. You know, it's never a good thing to form a group around revenge and hatred and evilness. I mean, we're led to believe that they're evil, but we don't really know. And just Edda's dad is the leader of the Thorns, Henry. Like we heard it from Alice first when they were in London when the World War was, and she was like, oh Henrietta, is it like from Henry? Oh yeah. So I mean, we get to know it pretty early if we are to believe Alice. Rose just drops the bomb like it's nothing to Nicholas, like, oh, and by the way, Edda's dad is Henry, the leader of the Thorns. I mean, Rose also says that, you know, there was this person from the future who came and told her that she has to do this because otherwise the future will be bad or something, and I don't know who this person is. The only way I can see Rose redeemed is if this person actually was Edda, who from the future come and tell Rose that she is supposed to do all of these things to Edda. Because then she like at least gave permission to Rose to do this, so that you know, according to Rose, for the greater good. You know, there's so many times we hear from villains that they are doing what they're doing for the greater good, and there's so many times they are just wrong. Rose, you better have a plan. And also, I don't know, like it was Rose who put Edda up to playing the violin, so there has to be some bigger meaning with this violin playing. She wouldn't just have Edda play the violin completely randomly. There has to be something important with that. Maybe you like use astrolabe like a violin or something, I don't know, because nobody really knows how to use it, right? I don't know if Cyrus even knows how to use it, or the Thorns. I mean, Rose, you could have at least like told Edda how to destroy it. Edda gets the astrolabe from Sophia and she's like, yeah, I'm gonna destroy it now. She takes a rock and it's like, ah! But the rock just explodes off the astrolabe, and the astrolabe is completely fine. And Sophia is like, you liar, how dare you! But, at least Rose, you could have given some instructions on how to destroy it. Not like you need to go and find this thing and you don't know what it does or what you're supposed to do with it, but you need to find it, okay? I just want it to be destroyed so that no one can use it. Why do we have this thing left? It's too powerful. I mean, we can't give it to Cyrus. He wants to go back and save his first wife, but we all know that if he gets the power of all of time, he's gonna do more than just save his wife. That's just what I'm saying. I don't know why Rose didn't just mention to Edda or something about that they are travelers, because she says that she can't let Edda time travel because she needs to be a blank slate. But you can still tell her about the whole traveling world without her actually having to travel, so that at least she's prepared when the day comes, you know? I don't see why they just couldn't have told her about it. You you know, and taught her how to act in these different time periods, and you know how you will feel doing it and how you can find them, just so she could be prepared, you know. Is it too much to ask? She didn't need to be oblivious, you know, she just needed to be a blank slate. You said it yourselves, and I don't know why it all had to be so complicated. And also Rose killed Alice. Like, I got so attached to Alice from the short period of time we got to meet her. Literally the first words she says in the whole book is hello. Poor little old Alice. And you know, then we get to meet her back in London, and this has like been Rose's plan all along. I don't like this plan, okay? It's very manipulating of your own daughter. Well, anyway, so in the ending, when Edda is shot and the Thorns ran away with Sophie with the astrolabe, you know, Nicholas and Edda are holding each other, and then she just suddenly disappears. Like, what? And Nicholas absolutely thinks that she has died, because, you know, it's exactly the same way that happened with Julian. But then Rose is like, no, no, when a traveler dies, they don't just disappear. So we get to know that, you know, both Edda and probably Julian as well are not dead. They have just been thrown back in the timeline. Like, something changed in the timeline, and they all have been thrown back to before that changed happened. So I hope we get to see things from Edda's perspective in the second book as well, not just Nicholas, like when he tries to find her. So I want to see things from where like she is. And I wonder if this actually was supposed to happen. I mean, it might have been like Rose knew that this is the way that the astrolabe is going to be destroyed or something. I don't know, she knows stuff we don't know, so it might be a part of the plan. I like Hassan as well, that they like he was like the guardian in Damascus, was the place they were in, right? I like him. He's a nice dude. And also Edda met Rose in this place, and Rose, of course, as the person she is, threw a knife at her. I mean literally through the whole book, wherever they go, people are looking at Edda like, Rose! And the only people who doesn't think Edda is Rose. Maybe you can, I mean time travel is possible, so maybe it's someone you know from the future. Rose. Like, I have been thinking about my favorite part about this book, and it's definitely like in the beginning when we didn't really know anything, when we get to know everything. I like to see how like Edda tries to figure it all out in like a music kind of way, because she's very good at playing the violin, so she like compares it to that, and to calm herself she likes plays a little to herself, you know. I'm kind of wondering what's up with these earrings as well. They reference to them all the time. I don't know what's up with the earrings. Why are they important to this story? We are yet to discover that answer. So Rose bought them in Damascus, or she got them as a present from Hassan's wife or something, right? I don't know, who even knows if that's the real story. I mean, Rose were in like Damascus 2 days before Nicholas and Edda got there, so I don't know what she was doing there. Sure was something shady, I don't know. Nicholas has the earrings now because when Edda disappeared, they like dropped to the floor or something. So Nicholas got at least one earring, I'm pretty sure. We'll see what is going to happen with them, I guess. What more can I say? It has been one big adventure, and I can't wait to start the second book. It's standing right there. I want to read it right now, actually. So I guess we'll see what happens in the next one when I read it and you read it. So, you know, hope I'll see you some other time, and, you know, so goodbye!